What is going on YouTube? Today we're gonna be installing some lights. So I got some lights to install. Let's take a look at them. So we got ourselves a tail light. We got ourselves some front turn signals, and we got some bagger blades. And this is the low profile, so it's thin. These are they're bright whites, and then they're amber as for turning signals. And these are the low profile bag blades. So show you guys how I'm gonna put them on. All right, we're gonna start from the back, work our way up. We're gonna do the tail light first, bag blades, and then the easy ones, the front bulbs. So anyways, it's real easy. You got these two screws, one there, one there. You need to save those, gotta use them. And then this pops out, unplug a connector, put the new one in, plug it in, and there's a gasket. There's a gasket you gotta adhere to the new one. Let's get started on that one. All right, first thing we're gonna do is take the old tail light out and get that started. That's pretty easy. So let's prep the other one for install. So kind of like the stock one here, we need to take the screws out all the way, I guess. Oh, there we go. See how the stock one's got a gasket? We need to put one on the new light. So take this, peel that off, make sure this surface is clean, ain't no loose stuff on it. So it goes like this. Let's kind of get that lined up. Pressed on. I assume that's the way it goes. Yeah. Alright. Set that off to the side. Comes with these two nylon washers that you need to install on the OEM screws. Get them started. Then they say to pre-install this with I guess not. Alright, let's go install it. Alright, first thing we're going to do, the little clip part that you press goes downward. It's kind of hard doing this one-handed. So we're going to plug this in. Make sure it clicks. Like that. And then they say kind of tilt it in. Make sure my wires aren't going to get sandwiched. Kind of tilt it in from the bottom. Work your way to the top, I believe. There it goes. You feel it pop in place. Okay, let's get our screws in. There we go. Get that a couple turns, get that started. Let's get this started. I'm just going to kind of work it in, make sure it's seated properly. I don't want anything binding or anything like that. It's kind of a little snug. A little snug. that should be good. Now just be careful. They do say if you tighten it too tight and crack the lens or anything, void your warranty. All right, let's do the front headlights. Oh no, the bagger blades. All right, the first thing I did was I took the seat off, and then what do we need to do? This little guy here. Basically, it plugs into your OEM harness, and then those little connectors are what plug into the lights that are going on saddlebags. So I got the full touring, and I found this connector here. It plugs into that. I don't know if you don't have the tour pack, if this is on the harness and it's just laying there somewhere and you just plug into it. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, you'll have to, figure that part out. Anyways, let's plug this in. Now we got that plugged in. The way that works is now you don't have to disconnect it from there. So if you look at this harness, this is the part that plugs into it. Then you follow it. Then this is the part you'll actually disconnect every time you got to take your bags off and on. So now let's get to putting the lights on the bag. Now the first thing we need to do is figure out which one goes to which side. Obviously the wire goes on the inside, and then get it up flat. This one looks like the right one, because if it was the wrong one, it'll actually be facing upward, so this goes on the other side. So put it here. They say they want it a few millimeters below the bag, and they say a few millimeters below the lid of your lid. So, and you're going to kind of use that to help line it up. And we got some 3M adhesive. First thing, we need to prep the surface. Just going to wipe the dust off first. Wipe it off, and then it comes with this 3M primer. Basically, it's to clean the surface area, and then to help help it to adhere better. They say wipe it on there, wait, allow a couple minutes for it to dry, and then remove the adhesive from the thing. So we're gonna break this, break it up, give it a shake, give it a squeeze, see if it, I can see it already coming out, or soaking up on the little brush. There it goes. And then we're gonna wipe it on the area that we're gonna be doing. Then we're gonna let that sit for a couple minutes. While that's set, I'm gonna prep the other side. All right, now we're dry, so we're gonna get putting this on. What I like to do with this adhesive is take my nail and kind of dig into it just a little bit, rub it, and that helps, I guess, activate it a little better, get the juices flowing. There we go. Let's be careful here. Set a few millimeters below the lid, so about right there. Make sure it's square. Now, I haven't pressed it on yet. Go up on this side. Give it a good pressing. All right, I'm gonna go do the other side. All right, next thing we're gonna do is we need to route our wire across our bag. and they want you to place it one here, and one here. So again, just gonna clean the areas where I need to put it. Comes with these little pads that have holes in them, so you can run a zip tie through it. And then yeah, just gonna add, I'm not gonna use that primer stuff. These things I can replace easily if I want to take these off, because once those blades were stuck, they were stuck. So if these fall off, no big deal. You can get more of these. Give that a good pressing. Now we're gonna run our wire here, give it some slack right here, and then up to here with supplied zip ties. I'll take my side cover off. This one's got brown black. This one's got purple black. This one's got yellow black. The other one has brown and black, so we'll find out. Plug that one in. Let's test it out. So yeah, you're looking for the blue, black, and purple goes with the yellow, black, and purple, and then the brown, black, and blue goes with the right side. All right, cool. But it's easy to swap it around if it doesn't work out. So I'm basically gonna have this sitting here, basically like just coming outside the cover, and then I'm gonna have it zip tied up, looking clean. Let's do that. I got the bag blade lights installed. I'll show everything at the end, but got it all installed. So let's do the front ones. Those ones should go pretty quick. So they're pretty much plug and play, don't it? All right, what we're gonna do is there's a slot in the side of the lens here. You want to take something plastic. You want to scratch anything, pop it out. The old bulb you want to push in counterclockwise, pops out. Now the new one, this is what it looks like. You'll see that this one is higher than this one. I can see the slot right there that goes all the way in basically, so this one's going to go in there. It can only go in one way, it won't push in. And also there's a slot right there. What you can do is push that in. I'll take my prying tool because it's got a flat tip. Push, give it a twist clockwise, you'll feel it stop, and let go. Real easy. What I'm gonna do is kind of twist, just kind of spin this, kind of get this wire spun up, because there's a seal here. You want that wire to be, you don't want that the wire getting on the seal. Getting that there. Take our new lens cover. Here's our slot right there. I like to have that on the bottom. Kind of see if we can't work that on. Come on. There we go. A little tight. There we go. And there is on the lens. See this? On the lens, there's another gasket right here on the new lens. So make sure that's in there. That'll seal it up. Well, guys, all done. Let's take a look at it. We got the brake light, or the tail light in, the blade lights on the bag, and the two front ones. Sure. So I'm not going to put the camera directly into it. So we got that one, nice and bright. Turn our turn signal on somewhere. There we go. Then bam. on the back. Look at that. I plan on getting the filler panels in there. See what they look like. Brake. And turn signal. Alright. There you go. There you go, guys. On one little thing I did made a little mistake. Where the wire goes in on the other side, they use like some silicone or something like that. I accidentally tugged on it, kind of ripped it. Luckily, I got some black ATV sealant. I just peeled off their old stuff, resealed it, gonna let it set up. So just be cautious of that. Also, that primer stuff that you use, didn't follow the instructions properly, but they say to mark the area, to test to temporarily put the little blade light up where it needs to go, and with a grease pen mark the bottom. So you don't want to be putting that stuff everywhere, because it does kind of soften up the clear coat. And I put it at a little too much of an area where I needed. Luckily, I got some not rubbing compound, but some polishing compound. I was able to buff it out by hand, so you can't even tell. So, like right here, you can't even tell. But you before, you could definitely tell. You could definitely tell that it kind of, yeah. So, anyways, just be cautious of that stuff. So, other than that, everything went pretty smooth. Just took my time. Follow the instructions. A little better next time. So, when I get those filler panels, hopefully soon, whenever I get them, we'll get them. Bring you along, show you how to put them in. Other than that, I don't know. We'll see. If you like what you see, give me a big old thumbs up. Comment down below if you see any other lights or anything else I should add to the bike, and I'll try to bring you guys along with that if there's some good ideas. And subscribe so you can see more. And I'm looking to go to a rally in Southwest Texas, to the Texas Iron Rally. I'm looking to go to that, and that should be June or July, I forget. Anyways, I'll bring you guys along with that. This should be a lot of fun. All right, adios.